Evening. First of all, thank you for that presentation. It was quite informative. My first question has to deal with something that you did mention in your presentation, but I'd like to ask it again for folks who either missed some of the presentation or just to have it repeated. Please tell me why you selected downtown Malden as the location of Field of Dreams project. We understand you considered other sites in the greater Boston area. Why do you favor this location?
Thank you. I hope you folks have had a sense during our conversation earlier about our passion for this project, and it started 6 years ago with very high criteria. It is as a child of the city, grew up on the subway and going to Fenway and doing everything else on the subway, had a view that a baseball game, if you're in an urban environment and offering it to folks here, should be something that people can get to easily, whether it's by walking, whether it's by bicycle, whether it's by subway, whether it's by bus. It should be easy for people to get there. And many baseball stadiums are out in suburban locations and rural locations where people drive. But the chance to have something in the city allows a whole generation of young baseball fans to do what in the 1970s I could do, go to Fenway Park in the fifth inning, they'd let you in for free, half the place was empty. That's not possible now. And young fans, we're losing a generation of young baseball fans who, if they're lucky, can get to Fenway once a year or once every few years if someone decides to spend the mortgage money. And I do think that, so we really had the view, we wanted to be a place that people could get to easily. We also wanted a location that had parking. And it is very fortuitous from our perspective that these two garages were built. They were built for back office use with multiple shifts, but the shifts are now finished by 3, 4, 5 o'clock. Most of the people are gone from the garage. And the ability to have two garages, it also makes the exits and entry piece easier. We will be encouraging people to use the garages, by the way, through having season ticket holders be able to buy the parking in advance effectively, so that they have a ticket, a prepaid, it's easier to get in and out, but therefore they're going to use the garages. And that's one of the things we will work tirelessly on, and you'll be something I'm sure there'll be lots of discussions down the road about it. But what makes it such a great location is the at its core are the folks who are here, and we have had the opportunity of spending 3.5 years of being in and out of the MRA's life while we waited for National Grid to go through its necessary processes. And the team, the people here are really very profoundly helpful and positive and full of great ideas. And we really do believe that this whole process will be improved as we go forward with people's ideas. But the transportation, the parking, a location that is between Route 93 and Route 1 with Route 60, Wellington to the south, a huge amount of parking down there also that people could go to. It really was a very unique spot, and there is, I can tell you, having paid the best real estate firm in Greater Boston significant money, this is the best location for this in Greater Boston. The ability to put together space that's 8 acres plus parking plus subway, very available in other public transit, and the benefit that it's a perfect parcel. It's a perfect use for a brownfield site. Transit-oriented development is something people are trying to do. We could not be anywhere better, and we are extraordinarily pleased to be here.